Welcome design community. This is Design Chat with Ida Laura. Today's topic, wayfinding in interior design. What is wayfinding? Wayfinding is knowing where you are physically and how to get where you want to be in a space. Clear wayfinding design is intuitive and non-verbal. It helps users to access the various spaces within a building, reducing stress and increasing efficiency. Wayfinding can add to interior architecture's richness and variety. Articulation of built elements through variation of color, texture, and lighting helps users to orient themselves. Design principles of wayfinding. The principles come from both the study of museum exhibits and the research of environmental psychologists, cognitive scientists, and others who study how humans represent and navigate in the physical environment. This set of design principles is concerned making information spaces effectively navigable. Navigability means that the navigator can successfully move in the information space from his present location to a destination, even if the location of the destination is imprecisely known. 3 criteria determine the navigability of a space. First, whether the navigator can discover or infer his present location. Second, whether a route to the destination can be found. And third, how well the navigator can accumulate wayfinding experience in the space. The first criterion, successful recovery of location and orientation, asks the navigator if he can definitely answer the questions, where am I? And which way am I facing? A response to this question could be verbal, like I am in lobby 7, I am in Miami Beach, I am in Massachusetts Avenue, or written by drawing an arrow on a map. The second criterion for navigability is the ability to successfully perform wayfinding tasks. Successful wayfinding occurs when the navigator can make correct navigation decisions that take him from his present location to a destination that fulfills his larger purpose. Examples of such decisions are whether to continue along the present route or backtrack, what turn to take at an intersection of paths, or whether to stop and acquire information from the environment to confirm the present route. The third criterion for navigability is how well the navigator can accumulate wayfinding experience in the space. The imageability of a large-scale space is the ability of a navigator to form a coherent mental image or map it. Kevin Lynch, an urban planner, first investigated how the characteristics of an urban space affected how well people remember fixtures in it. Lynch interviewed residents of Boston, Los Angeles, Jersey City, in New Jersey, and asked them to draw sketch maps of their city from memory. From these sketch maps, an interview reflected the actual layout of each city. Lynch found that the respondents organized their city images using a set of common fixtures: paths, landmarks, regions, edges, and nodes. What makes Lynch findings especially interesting is that imageable or memorable fixtures of a space are used by people to assist wayfinding. Landmarks are memorable locations that help to orient a navigator. Regions are distant areas that place him in one part of the environment. And nodes mark points where wayfinding decisions are made. Since a navigator uses the fixtures to record his past route following experiences, a design space that employs them should be more effectively navigable. In an imageable space, each episode of successful navigation can contribute in building a coherent mental picture of the information environment of the content they're eyeing. Ideally, the users becomes more and more effective in fulfilling information needs every time he navigates through the environment. And in an information space organized on a principle relevant to the user's task, the mental map corresponds to a conceptual map of the content, reflecting important relationship in the information and the principles used to organize it. Principles of effective wayfinding. Create an identity at each location, different from all others. Give every location in a navigable space a unique perceptual identity so that the navigator can associate his immediate surroundings with a location in the larger scale space. Use landmarks to provide orientation cues and memorable locations. Create well-structured paths. Paths should possess a set of characteristics to be well-structured. Well-structured paths are continuous and have a clear beginning, middle, and end when viewed in each direction. Create regions of differing visual character. Subdivide the space into regions with a distinct set of visual attributes to assist in wayfinding. The character that sets a region apart can be some aspect of its visual appearance, a distinction in function or use, or some attribute of its content that is consistently maintained within the region but not without. Don't give the user too many choices in navigation. If there's a story to tell, design the space so that it is coherent for every route the navigator might take. Use survey views. Give navigators a vista or a map. Provide signs at decision points to help wayfinding decisions. Place signs when necessary at decision points. Decision points are where the navigator must take or must make a wayfinding decision, for example, whether to continue along the current route or to change direction. A sign embeds additional information into the space to direct the navigator's next navigational choice. Use sidelines to show what's ahead. Give the navigator a more extensive view in a direction and a goal to draw him in that direction. Interior designers should provide a robust interior design that includes wayfinding baked in as part of the user experience, which then other disciplines can enhance. Even without graphic or signage specialists, the architectural design of a building should communicate to end users how to move through it, where to go, where not to go, where to collect or where to rest. Thank you for joining me on this design chat. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video, join to my Instagram community, and get inspired. Remember, design for me is people, design for me is you, design for me is community, and I am here because of you.